If you're Australian, it makes a big ran over it. What do you know?
Gentle.
Russian with an Australian accent.
No, it's fine. Okay. Let's see what we got. Number 11 says, okay, 10,000 kilogram truck coasts to a stop from a speed of 40 meters per second. I don't even know how fast that is. It sounds pretty fast. Truck's motion is represented by the equation V is equal to V naught e to the negative km times t, with k equals 200 kilograms per second. Okay, so maybe we should write that down. We got the velocity is equal to V naught times e to the negative km over t. K equals 200, and of course m equals 1,000. So k equals, I'm sorry, what was k? 200? Plus m? 10,000? Don't they? Good. And they also give you V naught, right? V naught is 40. Look at all that information they give you. That's incredible. All right, so V equals 40 e to the negative k. It's a 10,000 kilogram truck. 200 over 10,000 is what? 2 over 100, which is 1 over 50. 0.02, I like that better. 0.02t. That's pretty cool. Find, no. How long will it take the truck to come to a complete stop? Okay, so that says that there's going to be a complete stop when the velocity is 0.499. That's kind of weird, right? Yeah. I think the justification is that 0.499 is going to round to 0. .499 rounds to 0. Okay, so how long will it take the truck to come to a complete stop? Don't worry about the words complete stop. How long will it take for the truck to come to velocity equals 0.499? That better? Yes. Okay, 499. That's going to be equal to 40 e to the negative 0.02t. And we're supposed to solve for that. We got 0.499 out of 440 equals e to the negative 0.02t. Negative 0.02t equals the natural log of 0.499 out of 40. Notice I'm resisting using my calculator too much. T is equal to negative 1 over 0.02 times the natural log of 0.499 out of 40. Of course, if you had your TI 89, you probably could have just solved it. TI 84. TI 84, you have to wait a little bit. All right. Clear this off. Let's get a fraction bar. Actually, before we get a fraction bar, we need the negative, right? Negative fraction bar negative fraction bar 1 over 0.02 natural log of 0.499 out of 40. Look good? 219.201. 219.201. Always three decimal places. 219.201. I believe we're in seconds, right?
Yes.
You know, it wouldn't hurt you to write the truck will have velocity equals 0.499 after 219.201 seconds.
Why isn't it at 2?
You're right, it is at. Any questions on all? No, that's part A. Let's go to part B. Part B. Use your answer to find how far the truck will come to a coast before coming to a complete stop. How far will the truck go? How could I get distance from velocity?
Integral.
Distance. Good. Good, good. Okay, so what we're saying is, let's say T1 is equal to 219.201. Okay. I'm only saying that because I don't want to keep writing out 219.201. Math is a little bit about using symbols to make your life easier. So if I integrate from 0 to T1, velocity, that's going to give me S at T1 minus S at 0, right? And that's going to be equal to the change in position. Yeah, whoever said integrating, that's great. Good job. Good job.
Job by.
Okay. So let's see. We're going to integrate from 0 to T1. What was that? Hi, Becky.
Yeah.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Bye, Becky.
Hi, Becky. Did she forget her lunch? Is that what happened there?
Yeah.
You really feisty.
All right, so let's do this integral. Do I have to do this by hand?
What does that say? T1 over what?
That's supposed to be a 0. Is there any reason to integrate this by hand?
No.
No. Okay, couple clues. Comment. Comment. Okay. We are computing a definite integral, and our calculator is on our desk. Do not use the method of anti-differentiation. Use your calculator. Okay? If you ever have your calculator in front of you and you are told to find an or a definite integral, Do it by hand. Don't do it by hand. Always use your calculator. Let's use our calculator here. We're going to find the integral. If you don't remember where that is, alpha f2. We're going to go from 0 to, and I'm going to copy and paste that up there. Pretty sweet, right?
That was so nice.
40 times e to the negative, is it 0.02?
Yes.
0.02. Do you really feel like using t?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just use x. And then make sure you put an x here as well. Okay. That should give me the answer. 1975. Common error would be using a minus sign instead of a negative.
Oh yeah. That happens.
What did it say, like, error?
Common error is what?
Using a minus sign instead of a negative sign.
Oh, what's that? I don't think that mine was. Error.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh man. It's like I knew that was going to happen.
Yay.
1975.05.
I got 200.
All right, so let's write our summary here. Summary. The truck will coast. I don't even think it's coasting. It's actually applying its brakes, isn't it? 1975.05. Is it meters? That sounds like a long way. No, that's not that bad. 2 kilometers.
If we had gotten the wrong answer in part A,
Hang on. Before coming to a complete stop. Yes.
if we had gotten the wrong answer in part A, would this have still been right if we had done it right with the wrong answer?
In order for you to get this, well, here's the idea. You need to not decrease the difficulty of the question in an appreciable degree. Okay? If you had all of a sudden told me that the velocity equals 2x, and then it integrated 2x from 0 to t1 and said it's x squared at t1, I can't give you points for that because you've made the problem too simple. Okay? However, if you got a constant wrong, you would probably get some points on it still. Okay?
So if you'd done the same exact thing except for T1 was wrong, like,
You would get some points.
okay, so
And the AP test goes the same way, right?
It's the same way, right? You can't make the problem so simple that the root, the essence of the question has been taken away. This question is all about how do you deal with that integration with the exponential equation. Okay? All right, last one. C, how long will it take for the truck's speed to drop to 7 meters per second? C, we want the velocity equals 7, right? All right, so in other words, 7 equals 40 e to the negative 0.02 t. Gosh, this really isn't that big of a problem. It's just like the previous one, isn't it? All right, so let's see. 7 over 40. Equals e to the negative 0.02 t. Negative 0.02 t equals the natural log of 7/40ths. Thank you. So t is equal to negative 1 over 0.02, natural log of 7 over 40. We already modeled doing that on the calculator, so we'll just take that answer. T equals 0.715. Wait, 705. Whoa.
Negative
Oh, no, sorry. I meant 7 or 40 was point what's in front.
Oh.
Negative eight. I mean not negative. 87.148.
Wow, I'm writing just gibberish. 87.148
Yeah, 7 over 40 was
seconds.
point what's in front.
I see what you're doing. Okay, so what's the summary here? The truck will be at 7 meters per second after 87.148 seconds.
Is this one after again or is it F?
I think either way would work.
Okay.
I'm not going to really grade English. You can misspell all you want as long as you don't misspell it horribly. As long as you don't change the essence of the problem. I misspelled. I didn't mean to write 87. I didn't mean to write 12. I meant to write 87. Sorry, I misspelled 87.
Just like write it out like
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Any questions on 11? Gosh, I hope you get this question. You seem to be very comfortable with it.
Who?
Well, it's at the very end, so typically those are free response. No, the calculator. Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Wait, how much time do we have?
22.
22 more minutes?
Or until 22.
So like
You have 19 minutes?
Yeah.
No, like
17.
Which one is it?
It's like 18.4.
Wasting time. Let's take a look at number 9.
enough for whatever we want.
Okay, I think we're going to have to do question 1.
yes, please, please. Yeah.
Number 1.
Sure thing.
Oh gosh, no. Question 1's kind of difficult.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's why we should. Oh god.
We don't have time for that.
Isn't it just divided?
We can't do question 1 in 20 minutes.
It's going to be more like 15 minutes. Which,
You're
but
just lowering the time.
I am.
Let's do something.
All right. But you have to wait here at lunch if I don't finish this in time.
Yes, we will.
That's not fair.
No.
Shall we make my life too hard?
People can leave if they want.
Time is money, man. Let's go.
Except in my case. Okay, so comment. The numerator has a higher degree
No.
Oi,
I like fun fact.
than the denominator. We need to simplify first. Okay, and that's where the division comes in. Okay. So the divisor is x squared minus 1. The dividend is 5x to the 4th plus 0x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x plus 1. Here comes our quotient. We need to get 2 more powers of x's. We need to make our coefficient 5. 5x to the 4th minus 5x squared. Change the signs. Add. Bring down. We need to match the coefficient.
No problem. No, when you put
That's going to be 5x squared
I just want to see what I understand.
minus 5 Change the signs. Add. That gives me a 6. So plus 6 over x squared minus 1. Therefore, 5x to the 4th plus 1 over x squared minus 1 equals 5x squared plus 5 plus 6 over x squared minus 1. Integral time. Integral of 5x to the 4th plus 1 over x squared minus 1 is equal to the integral of 5x to the 4th plus 5 plus 6 x squared minus 1 dx, which equals 5/3 x cubed plus 5x plus the antiderivative of 6 over x minus 1 x plus 1 dx. Six over x minus 1 x plus 1. We've created a side problem. Let's deal with that side problem.
It's gonna be anything like this.
Yeah.
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 And this is like a multiple
This
choice.
is not that bad.
I don't
This
know what
is
you
nice.
were doing. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't here for like half of last week. So.
Thank you for being honest.
Michael, you're on a roll.
What is this AB stuff?
The roll is
Partial fraction decomposition.
up.
Knowing the answer doesn't make it any better, I know. 6 equals, let's do x plus 1a plus x minus 1b. Don't skimp.
Wait, which one do we put in front?
I always like to put in the minus partial fraction in front. All right, let x equal 1. 6 is equal to 2a, so a equals 3. Let x equal negative 1. 6 equals negative 2b, negative 3. So 6 over x squared minus 1 equals
Yeah.
3 times 1 over, no, three over x minus 1 minus 3 over x plus 1. Antiderivative of 6 over x squared minus 1 dx equals 3 times antiderivative of 1 over x minus 1 minus 1 over x plus 1 dx equals, if u equals x minus 1, du equals dx. So I'm good. If u equals x plus 1, du is dx. We can rearrange that as the 3 times the natural log of x minus 1 over x plus 1.
Why did you do that?
Simplify.
But you can leave it at that. I mean, I'm not gonna see it as the top.
The idea is the more times you take a natural log, the more times you introduce error. So if you just do one natural log, there's going to be less error than doing 2 natural logs. Or
Cubed.
natural log of the absolute value of the quantity x minus 1 over x plus 1. That's actually something I just kind of learned. You used to have to look up the natural logs in tables. And if you look up the table more than once, you introduce the error multiple times. Back to the original problem.
Oh, there's that too.
Antiderivative of, was it 5x to the 4th plus 1 over x squared minus 1? That's going to be equal to 5/3 x cubed plus 5x plus the natural log of the absolute value of the cube, x minus 1 over x plus 1, plus constant. Damn.
Stop 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
So you want that cube instead of 3 in front?
I would prefer the cube.
Isn't it three? It's the answer said it's 3 L.
Yeah, it's the same. That's the cube.
Well, either way, it's the same thing.
3 you can cube.
It's a rule.
Yeah.
Just have to memorize. Just memorize. If it's in front of natural log, then just come to the next one. Just a rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah. I would come with a thumb down.
That's the rule.
See, there it is. There it is.